What's going on, everyone? Welcome out to the stream, and the camera's not on. That's lovely. Welcome out to the stream, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. Bri, welcome in. Delta, welcome in. Hello to anyone else also watching, lurking, hanging out with us. I hope you're doing swell. Sorry if I'm out of breath. It's because I literally just sprinted up the stairs. I had to carry like a pound of not even a pound, several pounds of laundry downstairs, load it in, and then start stream, then run back upstairs before this all started in the span of 2 minutes. We love that. We love that. We love that. Let's get the music on and bumping. Let's also get the game on as well. But do tell me how your day is going. Wildheart, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing swell. Welcome in. Okay, I do have Scarlet put in. That's lovely. See, I've been playing so much Mario Kart off stream that I'd never remember if I have Mario Kart or Scarlet and Violet plugged into my Switch. That is my current dilemma in time. Let me get the lights on in front of me also, because I don't have like half the lights on in the studio. Here we go. There we go. Let's go. All right, we're ready to game. I'm excited to shiny hunt. I wish I didn't stream over the weekend, but I did do a little bit of shiny hunting. I got a what's its name? Sawaddle. I got a Sawaddle, shiny Sawaddle, in an outbreak, but that has that been I think that might have been my only success off stream. I'm still lacking compared to everyone else, it seems, in terms of the shiny department. Andrew, welcome in. Kyle, welcome in. Kirsten, welcome in. Shiny hunting's been a pain today, so mad, but Hades has been fun to play again, so I don't know. Is Hades that one, didn't that win Game of the Year or nominated for Game of the Year? That sounds familiar. How's your day going, Andrew? Welcome on in. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. I turned the music on, so why? Oh, I exit out of the music. That is problematic. That is problematic. If I can't expect to play music, if no. There we go. Best of Persona 5. Lovely. Lovely. I got a shiny Jangma-O from an outbreak, a wild shiny Yanma, a random shiny C-Dot, and a shiny Gligar from an outbreak. That's awesome. Let's go. Wait, is Jangma-O version exclusive? Or is it in... I want to say it's not version exclusive because I could have sworn I saw it in this game. No, I could have sworn. I know for a fact I've seen it in this game because I've caught it. It actually isn't. Lovely. Okay, then that means I could get it in an outbreak, you're saying? That's pretty nifty. Pretty nifty. I'm in the main area because I was doing outbreaks, because now that they've actually fixed the outbreaks and they change every day and they're not like the same 5 options, I've actually been getting some good ones, such as Axew or Palmy or Dedenne. And what's in Kitakami? Timber. Ironic, I literally just had a Timber outbreak in that same exact spot yesterday that I did off stream. Mightyana and Nose Pass. All right, let's go do the Dedenne. I'm down with Dedenne. Nice little spice. Let me get my blanket because I am freezing. It is so cold in this house. I am quite chill. Quite indeed chilly. A Dedenne outbreak. A Dedenne outbreak indeed. Honestly, a pretty good shiny. I'm not even gonna front with you. Kind of underrated. Kind of an underrated shiny. There's the Dedenne. Look at him. He's here. For anyone wondering, no, I have not made any progress in the DLC. I haven't even started it yet. Still haven't started it. I've had no motivation, no desire, and I've been preferring to spend my time in this game shiny hunting. So that's what I've been doing. I'll eventually get to the DLC story. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, I'll get to it one day. I've heard it's good at the very least, but me. I just want to shiny hunt. Is that too much to ask? I'm but a very simple person. I must shiny hunt. I downloaded Minecraft yesterday. I'm gonna play Pixelmon. I have a dream team plan for it. Ooh, Pixelmon, eh? My only Minecraft experience was Pixelmon. Each time I can have a pet. A pet. Oh my god. I love when video games give you the option of a pet. Kind of iconic. Kind of iconic. That is still coming blasting out of my speakers. Very saucy music, though. I love it. You guys want to know the dream team? Shoot, tell us your dream team. Who's on the team? Who made the squad? Also, can we talk about how the fact that this Lechonk is almost bigger than this child? Hello? 2 questions. How big is Lechonk and how small is this child? I didn't know Lechonks were so big. He looks like an average like kindergartner. What do you mean Lechonk's almost bigger than him? That's kind of scary if you think about it. And I have 100 HMs. I can finally try to get my second shiny Citadel. Let's go! I got my second one last week right before the DLC dropped. Literally like 30 minutes before the DLC dropped, I got a Citadel that I evolved into the Titan. It is now a part of my DLC team. Pigs can be huge, but can that Lechonk fly? That's my follow-up question. Pigs can be huge, but can pigs fly? Real pigs are bigger than you think. See, okay. My cousins used to have pigs at in their like backyard farm, and they would enter them in the local fairs, and I don't remember pigs ever being massive. And now I would have been the wee size of that little trainer. Walking Lechonk. Maybe they were like not fully grown yet. Maybe that's why I don't remember them being ever big, because they were not big pigs, but I did go see the shows and whatnot in the middle of nowhere, Ohio. Oh, hi, Score Bunny. I had this random egg sitting in my box, and I finally hatched it. It was a Score Bunny. Congratulations. I finished the whole game and a shiny ending for every Pokemon. Let's go! Can you release a Pokemon from the... No, you have to put it in the box. Why must this game do like very, very trivial things that you could just be able to do from this one screen? Why do you have to go to another screen to do that? Why? Why? What's your opinion on my Pixelmon Dream Team? Hold up, I lost it. Cinderace, Roserade, Lucario, Greninja, Jolteon, and Dragonite. Ooh, I like that team. Depending on what Pixelmon you play, some of those Pokemon might have custom forms. I know Dragonite in the Pixelmon mod I played had a custom form. Very, very cool looking. I need a shiny Litwick, but it's time sensitive, and I'm like, oh, does it only show up at night? I hate that. That was me with the Shuppet. That's so ironic because you say that, Kyle, and I've noticed that when I'm in the mainland of Paldea, nighttime is always uber long, but when I'm in the DLC area, daytime is uber long. I wonder if they're on like a fixed schedule. Anyone else notice this? Or maybe it's just me that thinks this. I don't know. It could be all of the above. It could be none of the above. But I feel like it's always nighttime in Paldea, just in general. As I say, it's daytime in the game right now. But like, yo. DLC nighttime is locked behind story progression. Oh, so that would explain why I've seen no Litwicks. That would explain that. Oh, they're on opposite day night cycles. Oh, let's go. That's awesome. I love that. That means if I ever need to go take pictures in DLC, and it's nighttime in the game, I can just go fly to the DLC area and take pictures in the daytime, because nighttime pictures, when you try to grab like nighttime pictures of shots or your trainer or anything like that in this game to use for like thumbnails, it don't come out good. It don't come out looking very nice. There's just not a lot of shading and whatnot when it's pitch black in this game. DJ Riolu, welcome to the stream. What are the gimmicks, Andrew? What map do you hate, Paldea or Kitakami? I don't hate either map. Am I supposed to hate one? Question mark? I don't hate either. I will say I wish Kitakami was bigger, but I guess it is what it is. I wasn't expecting like a massive area, but I feel like the Isle of Armor was a bigger area than Kitakami is. I don't know if maybe I'm the only one that thinks... Am I the only one that thinks half these things? Maybe. Maybe. Do you hunt for the mountain outside this... I don't know the name of the city. Yeah, the one with the Z. I was up here. Right here. I never went on the actual mountain and got it. I never was on the actual snowy mountain. I was only in this little area right here. Yeah. Okay, so I know that they can't add every Pokemon in the game because that's their new thing, that they don't add every Pokemon in the game, nor do I think they need to, but I wish there was more Pokemon featured in the DLC. Like, there's less than 100 new Pokemon added in DLC Part 1. Oinkalone hunt? No, I'm going for Dedenne right now, Kento. Dedenne. Little Pikachu clone. And then we're going to make our way back to Kitakami because there's some hunts in there that I want to do, but anyways, I wish there's just more variety of new Pokemon. There's less than 100 new Mons, and I'm not gonna lie to you, a lot of Kitakami is just Paldea. Like, how many of those Pokemon can I find elsewhere on the main Paldea land? It's like almost... I don't want to say almost all of them, because there's obviously new DLC Pokemon added from past games, but you know what I mean. Do you think Poliwag's cute? Yes, I do. Opinions on their gimmicks. They're pretty good gimmicks, I would say. No complaints. I found 2 shiny marked authentic Poltergeists. 2 marked authentic ones. Isn't that like millions of odds chance of finding not only 1, but you found 2? I thought the chance of getting an authentic Sinistea, or in this case Poltergeist, was like exponentially high, like nearly impossible. Oh, you use the outbreak method. Oh. Well, that makes the hunt for that then a little bit less intriguing, because the thing that attracted people to the Sinistea outbreaks, the authentic Sinistea, was that the chance of getting it was obnoxious. They just threw it in an outbreak in this game? Crazy that. Crazy that, eh? Dedenne outbreak almost over. I'm pretty sure I also have a Dedenne. I want to say I do, somewhere. Somewhere, some game, there's a shiny Dedenne in my possession, I feel like. It couldn't have been Sword and Shield, though, because I was just in Pokemon Home yesterday, transferring in Pokemon and whatnot. I was actually saying I have no idea what the difference between authentic and counterfeit is. It's a little marking on it. That's funny. Instead of Unova remakes or whatever, we just get the new area in DLC 2 as a technical Unova bit. Just, I mean, give us the best of both worlds with Johto and Unova, since that's where the Paradox legendaries are coming from. It'd be pretty lit. That would be pretty cool. But I will just keep reiterating that I'm very just glad in general they fixed the outbreaks, because I like doing outbreak methods. I do. This isn't boring to me. What's boring to me is egg hunting in this game. So I'm glad that they fixed them, that I can do new hunts in both Paldea and Kitakami. Very pog to me. Yes, very exciting. Bye, Alexander. See you later. Nice choice of music. Thank you for showing up for the win. Oh, did not mean to run into you. My bad. I ran into you, though, on accident. Immediately after I said I didn't mean to run into the other one. I'm so sorry. I'm running over to Denny's left and right. They're just getting trampled by my Koraidon. I am so sorry. Also, the outbreak's over. Never mind. I'm no longer sorry. Was there anything else I wanted to do? Let's go do Timber, and then I want to do Mighty Anna. I'm going to skip the Nose Pass because I already have Nose Pass shiny. These two shinies I don't have, though. Let's get it. Let's get it, get it, get it. Also, gamers, reminder to hit the like button on the stream if you haven't done so already. Hit the like button on the stream. Da, da, da. This is a little tricky spot because you got to go through Kitakami Hall to get to it. I remember how to get to it though because I was here literally yesterday. Any Pokemon that can be spawned in Overworld can be in an outbreak. Oh, that would explain. Wait, you can get to Dunsparce in the Overworld? I guess you can, now that I think about it. Because I had a Dunsparce outbreak the other day, and I was like, whoa. But I did find out that the Dunsparce outbreaks cannot be 3-segment. I did find that out. So when I was doing that outbreak the other day, I was like, oh my god, let's try to get a shiny 3-segment. And they were all 2 segments. That's because you can't get them like that. But that is good to know. You're better off just doing Dunsparce outbreaks if you want to try to get the small chance of getting a 3-segment shiny. Just small chance. There was also a King Gambit outbreak. So I'm doing that outbreak the second I see it then. Is essentially what's going down. I don't even think King Gambit's design is all that cool or anything like that. I think maybe it's just the fact that he's sitting on his hair, which his hair is a stool, but his stool is his hair. And I'm just so confused by his design. But great shiny and great for raids, so I want to use it and I want to get one. Had King Gambit outbreak once, but I reset it. F in the chat for that poor King Gambit. The one that could never be shiny. We'll never know. Gone, but never forgotten. Also, this is where my 6-star raid for the day is. I want to check it real quick. They also added new 6-star raids that give boosted chance for Herba Mysticas, by the way. I forgot which Pokemon exactly are on the list, but some new DLC mons have a boosted chance of getting Herbas. Which is lovely for our raid adventures. Especially when we need to collect Herba Mysticas for shiny hunting. Like, that'd be kind of make or break. In my defense, I got a Gligar outbreak instead. I will never do a Gligar outbreak in this game because I already have like 4. I have so many from Legends Arceus. That was like the one shiny I could not escape. I remember I got 2 full odd shinies in the same exact spot a day apart. On stream, no less. Just casually flying in that stupid snowy area, whatever that area of the game was called. That one. I remember that exact spot. It was right by the little sauna area in the snowy mountains. You know anything of what I'm talking about. Gligar that spawns right over there. I missed the Mewtwo raids. You didn't miss much. You missed an impossible raid, to be honest with you. I gave up, had 0 fun with it, and had no intention of ever trying it again. I tried it for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, whenever that stream was, for the Terra raids for the 7-star, but we couldn't beat it. We couldn't even get it out of green health. Like, straight up, we could not even get it anywhere close to a quarter damage taken. I beat it first try with randoms. What were your randoms bring? You have to also keep in mind, I did them on stream, so people on stream just be bringing the most wild things. All Mews? Really? Because we were trying all Mews, and we just got absolutely eviscerated. Granted, mine I can't guarantee that everyone's was Eevee and Ivy trained and all that jazz, because I can only speak to what mine were, but I remember we tried Mew. I tried some other things as well, and not one thing worked. Couldn't even get it out of a quarter health. It was harder than the Pikachu. People on stream don't want to listen. That is a very recurring theme. Very recurring theme across the board. No matter the platform. You could say one thing, they'll do the opposite. Swords Dance, Leech Life, Bug, Terra Strat. I mean, mine was Bug Terra too. And we just couldn't do anything. We could not do a single thing. Da-da, 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 da-da. Very excited to stream though. I didn't stream over the weekend. I wasn't really feeling like it, to be honest, but I was really excited to stream today. I was literally itching at work all day to get home. And I haven't had an itching feeling to stream recently, so I like that. Yippee! Maybe it's just because the DLC hype, you know? I'm kind of like, even though I haven't done the story, I'm kind of engaged. I'm kind of engaged in this game. The real question is, are they going to skip a Pokemon game next year? Because what the heck are they going to do? Are they going to release another game for Gen 9, like a remake, a Legends game, or whatever have you, for the Switch? Or are they going to skip a year since the Switch 2 comes out next year? I'm very, very nervous / concerned / very, very curious is another great word at what the game's sphere is going to be like next year. Because when the Switch 1 came out, technically there was a game because it came out on the 3DS because there were still 2 consoles at the time. They just released Gen 7 on 3DS and skipped a year on the Switch. They did release Gen 5 then. That's so true. The 3DS came out in 2011 and they released Black and White 2 in 2012, so my guess would be that the new console's backwards compatible. So you can play the new game on the Switch and it'll probably have like enhanced graphics. Like it'll probably run a lot smoother, but they'll probably release it on like the base Switch as well for all of us who don't get the new console. Because the rumor was that new console was supposed to come out second half of the year. That could be December, that could be June, depending on whatever you describe as the second half of the year. So we'll have to see. They haven't skipped a year since Oras to Sun and Moon. Technically, they skipped, however you want to look at it, they technically skipped 2020 because of DLC, but that's DLC. Like, no new content, like a year without new content would have been 2015, which is exactly what you're saying. Sun and Moon 16, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon 17, Let's Go 18, Sword and Shield 19, Skip 20, BDSP 21, Arceus Scarlet Violet 22. So that'd be my guess too. That's when the PlayStation and Xbox release. They always release in November or October. Get that holiday boost. I'm just so excited for the new console, to be honest with you. There was that thing like a week or two ago about how they didn't officially announce the console, but they revealed that they showed it. They showed the new console to people at a event or something. I can't remember. It wasn't a convention. That's not the right word. Maybe a conference or something like that with like big wig people. Not your average Joes like me. They showed it to like some high up people and apparently it was pretty spicy. And the actual acknowledgement of the event happening is very interesting too, because they could have just flat out said, no, we didn't do that. Lies, slander. But they did not deny it. I don't even know what Timber shiny looks like, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Is it just like pinker or redder, I should say? Like the veins or whatever those are supposed to be on his body? Are those the only thing that change color? I want to say that's the only thing, because I'm pretty sure that's what only changed on Girder. It's yellow? That was not on my bingo card, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. I thought it just changed to red. Yellow. Okay, so I will notice it. That was going to be my follow-up question. Will I notice it? Should I research shinies before I hunt them? That's another great question. Probably not. Don't want to commit to something like that. We're just kind of wander to our heart's content, you know? Be like that. It's true. Is more yellowy pink part? Okay, the pink part's turned red. So I did get the red part right, at least. I must have seen it somewhere. I got one during Pogo Fest. Let's go. I didn't partake in Pogo Fest. Do you have to be in New York City to partake in Pogo Fest? Or like whatever city they're hosting it in? Or can you do it from anywhere? You just have to buy their ticket. I know you have to pay to participate. I know that part. There was a global one. Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't participate in the global one. That would have made me go outside. And I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. I don't know if you've ever been outside in the South in August, but not a pleasant timeline. Not pleasant. About 100 degrees here every day. August and July. It is just now, chat. I can now report to you that unless something crazy happens, we will have no more 90-degree weathers for the rest of the year. Earlier last week was the last 90-degree weather on the agenda. Unless, I don't know, November wants to go crazy on us. Never know. But it's kind of toasty outside. I like die when I do community days outside. That's also because, like, the park I walk by. So I walk out of the subdivision, I go walk to the park. And shiny hunt there, because that's where, like, 8,000 bajillion Pokestops are. And that park has, like, no shade if you want to actually sit by a Pokestop. If you want to sit, if you don't want to sit by a Pokestop, there's plenty of shade for you. They've got it all. It also doesn't help that a lot of Pokestops are so far away from each other. Like, there's a big clump right by, like, a pavilion, and then there's, like, a big clump right by the entrance. But they're not all next to each other, which is unfortunate. I went to Florida in July once. Yo, I went to Disney World and Universal in July. And my parents said, well, we are never going in July again. Now, I also don't know why my parents took us there in July, because they both used to live in Florida. So I feel like they should have and would have known what a Disney World trip for a 7-year-old and a 10-year-old would have been like. However, that little point was glossed over, and it was a exceptionally toasty day at Universal. I remember, you know those, like, blower fan things that you can, like, it's like a squirt bottle, but it also has, like, a rotating, oscillating fan on it that you can buy at theme parks? I remember it was so miserable that my parents bought us each one of those. And when we went to see Shrek 4D at Universal, oh my God, it was absolutely heaven, because we went into an air-conditioned building. I'd never been a happier camper than that moment on that day than to enter an air-conditioned building. Grubbing Community Day is this Saturday. I didn't realize it was this Saturday, but I did hear about Grubbing Community Day, and I want to. Oh, the outbreak ended. Thank you, Wildheart. I appreciate you. I want to say it'd be kind of cool to do like a double stream. Like I do shiny hunting and whatchamacallit, DLC and Pogo at the same time, because I can I set that up? I think I can set that up. Theoretically, I think I can. It would have to take some maneuvering, but I think that's possible. But that'd be kind of cool. Hello, sister. Welcome to the stream. All right, let's go for Mighty Anna, the golden boy, the golden one. This one, I actually know what its shiny looks like. Yippee! I purchased items for my Halloween costume. What are you going as? I didn't buy them yet, but I got items in my Amazon cart for like the cosplay that I'm doing next month. Actually, okay, one's like a more low-key cosplay in which I'm just getting like a hoodie. I'm gonna wear like a bandana. I'm gonna have like maybe like a bracelets or something like that. So it's gonna be kind of more of a like a low-key one where I'm like obviously me, but I'm also like kind of in uniform, if that makes sense. That probably doesn't make sense, but that's kind of the plan. And the other one was gonna be like a full-blown cosplay where I'm Morty from Pokemon. Also, Katya, welcome to the stream. Hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Is the Mighty Anna? Ah, there's the Mighty Anna, the little pupperoo. I'm glad Mighty Anna made the cut in his back. Poochyena wasn't in Sword and Shield, was it? I don't think it was. It's so hard for me to remember which Pokemon were in Sword and Shield and which ones weren't. And then which ones are in this game and which ones aren't. Do 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 do. Oh, why did I leave that spot? Hello? Oh, this is actually gonna be a torturous hunt. I want you to know, I think it was Saturday. I had a hunt for Sentret, and you might be thinking, Sentret, oh my God, what a 10 out of 10 hunt. I was like, me too, I love this hunt. Thank you so much. Chat, the Sentret was, and I literally cannot make this up. It spawned right here. That's where the little alert was popping up. And it was on this little sliver of cliff right here. It took me about 35 minutes to complete. It was almost as long as the Veluza hunt on the Lake of Lag. Why? Because only one or two spawned at any given moment. Just one or two. Why would there be a raid programmed right, or not raid, outbreak programmed right there on that little sliver of cliff? I don't know. And why did it have to be Sentret? But it was. Kalora, welcome to the stream. Who you calling fraud? This non-shiny Mighty Anna, because that is a fraud. That's not a shiny. You'll be left in the dust. Should I be dressing up as a modern-day American Scorpion from Halloween? Oh. Now the question is, Logan, are you cosplaying at AWA? That's my follow-up question. Will a cosplayer see a fellow cosplayer in cosplay? So I know that we're going because we've had this little conversation. Hi, Munchlax. Also, as a friendly reminder, you get a free shiny for doing something in the DLC. I don't know what exactly. I just saw on Twitter that you get a free shiny. So if you want to learn more about that, then research at your own discretion. Spoilers ahead, probably. I know what Pokemon it is. I'm not going to say what Pokemon it is, but I have no idea what the requirement is. I just know that you get one. So here's your little fun fact of the day. There need to be some Halloween events at AWA. It'd be fun. What if I told you that, well, granted, we didn't end up going on an actual Halloween day because of situations, but Halloween or AWA in 2021 was actually, one of the days was actually on Halloween. And we didn't go, so I can't speak to if there's any Halloween costumes or anything like that. I do know that there was one Halloween... I wouldn't even call this costume. I would literally, or I wouldn't even call it a cosplay. I would literally just call it a costume. What was their, here, let me find the picture. I remember one of them. It was them just literally dressed up as a ghost. They just had a pillowcase over them with like the eyes cut out. And they were holding a sign that said, "Let me be your boo thang," as in boo is scary. Their sign also had something else funny. It was like a double-sided, like, it was like literally like a picket fence sign. They came committed to their ghostly cosplay. Okay, I have scrolled far too far. Now I've scrolled far too far the other way. Aha! Ah, here it is. Okay. Can I go full screen for this? This will be really better if I can go full screen. There we go. Right. kinda, you can see. Yeah, there you go. Let me be your boo thing. And then there's another one. Excuse the person dressed up in a maid outfit right behind me. Anime conventions for you. Then the other side of the sign said, I won't ghost you. Which I thought that was very nifty. That was very fun dad jokes on the ghostly signs. I do approve. Very much so. The costume contest is more so a cosplay competition, not Halloween related. Although, I guess it's... No, actually, now that I think about it, I was gonna say it's exclusive to anime, but that's not true. Someone dressed up as Alexa Bliss and Lily the doll not last year, the year before, 2021. And that is WWE, and that's not anything related to anime. There's a maid cafe? Yeah, you actually have to buy extra tickets for the maid cafe. I don't want to know. I don't know if I want to know what goes on in the maid cafe, to be honest with you. I think that's just better left to my imagination. And by imagination, I mean, I don't think about it. I leave my imagination to wander about other topics, like how this Mighty Anna on the screen. Pretty nifty, right? Pretty cool. Do. They're also slow. I've been periodically checking, but they've been also slowly updating the guest list on AWA's website for this year. Up until a few weeks ago, it was still set to 2022, but it is now 2023. I don't know any people going. I don't know any names, but if you watch anime, I'm sure you recognize some of the people. I don't watch extensive amounts of anime. I'm just new to the anime cause. I'm very new. But there are some there. I know there's a Genshin voice actor that's going. I read the description. I was like, Genshin? Ice? Genshin? I don't play Genshin, but like Genshin, I know of Genshin. Very popular. So someone from that's going. I would genuinely like there to be at least one voice actor that I know of. That I could like, that I'm like dying to like get a picture with, autograph. I don't know. See, there's not, like, I don't know if I really want an autograph, to be honest with you. Because my Funko Pops, I take my Funko Pops out of the box. I don't leave them encased. I don't care to leave them encased, to be honest with you. So it's not like I'm gonna have them sign the Funko Pop box. I'm just gonna take it out of the Funko Pop box. But I'd also like want a picture maybe, right? So like, let's say someone from My Hero, Dragon Ball, Pokemon anime, any of that jazzy stuff, or even, you know, anime conventions aren't exclusive to anime people coming, like video game voice actors come too. Like you give me like a video game voice actor that I would like faint over meeting, like the original voice actor for Sly Cooper, who name I don't even know, but if the original voice actor for Sly Cooper was just so conveniently at the AWA, which they're not going to be, but like if they were, I don't even need to know his name. I want the picture. Give it. I'm hoping there's some type of like one person like that would really actually make me want to wait in a line. There was one last year, and I'm still pissed at myself that I didn't wait in line for it. I should have gotten a picture, and I'm really mad about myself. I'm really mad at myself for not going to his booth and asking for a picture. I don't remember if it was too expensive, like it was like, whoa, $30 for a single picture? Nah. Or if I was just like, nah, I don't really want to wait in line. I don't remember what the reasoning was. All I know is I didn't get it, and I'm mad. Oh, I fell on the cliff again. I need to stop doing that. I was like, where are the Mighty Annas? Not here. Clearly. When are you going? Whatever the last weekend of October is. A couple days before Halloween. Because it's not actually on Halloween this year. Halloween's on a weekday. Ooh. Have you tried a F-Zero 99? That's actually really fun. I have not. I've never even played an F-Zero game in my entire life. So I never even had any interest. I actually didn't even watch the Nintendo Direct. I just caught the Cliff Notes. I was at work when it was dropping, so I could not watch. Nor was I really expecting anything game-changing to like blow my mind and make me like stop everything I was doing to watch that Nintendo Direct. There was nothing on there like rumor-wise beforehand that was like, oh yeah, they're gonna announce a new Mario baseball game tomorrow, F to the Y to the I. That would have made me freaked out. Yeah, I've seen clips of it. It's basically like Tetris 99, where it's like 99 to 1 winner. Kind of like Fortnite. I do like the Battle Royale format, though. I'm sure it wasn't exclusive to Fortnite. Fortnite just like helped popularize it, but it is a cool feature to have in games. So I like that a lot more games are incorporating it. Even games that you think wouldn't, like Tetris 99, sounds like the weirdest game to make a battle royale game, but it's successful. So you know what? I'm not even gonna question it. They made Tetris Fortnite 99, whatever you want to call it, popular. That's tip the cap to that. Tip the cap to that. I'm surprised Pokemon hasn't jumped on the battle royale trend. I don't know. What would they do for a battle royale game? What would they do? I don't know what they would do. Obviously, Pokemon fighting each other. We know that part. But, like, what would the concept be? What would the premise? Because car racing. Oh, yes. They race until there's one car left. Tetris. Ah, yes. You race until there's one Tetris player left. Pokemon Unite Battle Royale. You know? I don't know if that game could handle it. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I'm going to be perfectly honest. That game can't even handle the home screen. Loading. You can't even load onto the home screen properly without the AI just lagging it up. Imagine 99 players in a single game of Unite. We would be moving nowhere. That'd be kind of wild, though. Fastest to break the game? I know that the new UI changes are coming very soon, and if you like Splatoon, you're going to like the new look of Pokemon Unite. I like apple cider. Well, that's the perfect season for you because apple cider season is now. I don't like apple cider, but it is that time of year. I do like. Now, granted, I didn't drink the cider and donuts together. I like the donuts at like the cider mill farms or the apple picking farms and whatnot. Apple orchards. Those are good. Did you see the almost non-existent nerf Mewtwo finally got in Unite? I did. And I've been still being traumatized by it. Although I will be completely honest with you, this season of ranked hasn't been too awful for me. Especially compared to last season. I was like in HE double hockey sticks last season trying to rank up to master rank in that game. I haven't had that much of a major problemo this time around. I was probably going to play more tonight anyways because I'm in Ultra 1, I'm pretty sure. I know I was in Ultra 1. I don't know if I got knocked back down to Ultra 2, but my point still stands. I'm very close to hitting Master, so I was going to play a couple Lightar, but then I was going to work on my art project again. I've been working on this very cool digital art project that I like to incorporate for a stream layout. That stream layout I said I was going to have ready for the DLC, then promptly could not for the life of me figure out anything to do, and it looks so bad. Even now, I still didn't delete it. It still looks bad. I'm trying to salvage any way I can. It's been a week. It's not being salvaged, but I'm still holding on to a sliver of hope. But I made this cool thing. You know what? There's only a handful of people here. I'll give you all a little tea. So y'all know how like the theme or like the Kitakami theme and like the DLC, you do like the picture quest and whatnot with Adamon's relative. I haven't done the story now, granted. So I don't know what's her name or whatever, but like the person who is so clearly related to Adamon from Legends Arceus, photograph lady. My idea was to make the stream layout like inspired by photography. So now please keep in mind, this is about 75% done. This is what I finished with last night before I stopped, but I'm making so this is gonna be kind of like the stream camera. So in like the top right corner, instead of like a little square, it's gonna be a Pokemon Polaroid. I made a little Polaroid camera, Pokedex inspired, and then where the little circle is will be where the cam goes. So that was what I had been cooking. as of recent. I love doing photography. I love photography too. I love it too. I did, now granted, I never took a formal class in photography, but I did photography, with my dad for my swim team. I did that. I know how to use, I mean, I have a professional camera for stream also, so I know how to use a professional camera. There's actually someone I've been meaning to reach out to in the community. There's this trick that I want to start doing in Photoshop, but I don't know how to do it in Photoshop, and I see it like this. It's very like, I don't even know how to describe it, to be honest with you. But there's a trick I've been learning to learn, and I need to finally remember to DM the person I want to ask to teach me how to do it, because I saw that they did it, or they know how to do it from recent thumbnails they made. So I want to know the lore. What's the secret? Give me another tip and trick to learn in my free time, because Photoshop is so fun. Hi, Deanna. Is anyone home? Expert is worse than veteran. That it goes beginner, great, expert, veteran, ultra, masters. Did I get it right? I know I got them in order, but did I skip one? Is my question. I don't think I did. I think I got them all. I know they'll never do it, but I do wish that you would just reset completely back to beginner each season. And if that means that the seasons used to be as long as they used to be, which is like what? I think they used to be 80, 90 days or something like that. That's fine with me. I don't care. Longer seasons are fine. I just kind of wish that you reset, because I love climbing. I love climbing. But I totally understand why they don't do it, because they wouldn't know where to put you if they reset everyone to beginner. Because then people who are Masters 3000 are going to be in beginner class. So that wouldn't really make sense, but I'll hold on to any hope or idea. Veteran 1 to expert 2 in a matter of like 15 battles. Oh, so very pendulum swing, like win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, but more losses, obviously, because you got knocked back. It'd be like that. Unite's a very, always hit or miss. I want to say there's better times to battle online in ranked than there are other times. But as soon as I think, oh yeah, after midnight's a really good time to rank, then I'm like, oh, after midnight's not a good time to rank. And then I'm like, oh, early evening, great time to rank. Perfect. During the day while everyone's at school, perfect time to rank. But it always changes on you. First few days of the season would be, oh, they'd be awful. It'd be like, I mean, to be fair, I did go like a week without like touching. No, that's a lie. Because rank started last season. I haven't played it very extensively. I've just been getting a lot of W's in ranked and climbing easily that way, but the best time to rank up is when everyone is at school, when all the kids are learning and can't throw your games. You be successful in Pokemon Unite. Write that down, write that down. School holds people back. I will not agree with that. Stay in school, kids. Stay in school. I will say that message. Stay in school. Now, if you want to do stuff after high school and do a different profession that doesn't require college, I support you. However, stay in school. Get your high school degree. Yippee. Mighty Anna Outbreak done yet? Hello? Voided, welcome in. Nice to see you again. The best time to wear a striped sweater is all the time. Do you like... Oh, Kirsten deleted that. Okay, not answering. You have decided it is my time to shiny 3 segmented Dunsparce without resetting if I don't get one. That sounds like torture. I don't know if I would recommend that one. Unless you're like really feeling spicy for it. That's a hunt I will bow out of and leave to the experts. Dude, the high school here start at 9 a.m. and the elementary school start at high school times. If I had that when I was in high school, can you imagine how much less tired I would be if I did not have to wake up at 6? No, on days before school where I had swim practice before school, had to go to school, and then a swim practice after school again, so 2 practices one day, I had to be up at 5 a.m. and at school at 5:30 a.m. to swim for an hour. So imagine if I had, if we had like 9 a.m. start time like the high schools down here have. Oh, I would have gotten sleep. I would have gotten cozy, extra Z's. That'd been so great. It's also the great thing about college is you can pick your class times. You don't have to do 8 a.m.s unless you're crazy like me. The very first semester of college I did, I was that person. I fell into the trap. I'm going to do all 8 a.m. so I can be done with the day early and just chill. Now, granted, it worked great the first semester, and I didn't do it the second semester. And as soon as I didn't do it the second semester and had like 9 a.m. classes, 11:30 classes, I was like, wow, this is actually so much better. I feel so much better. Whoa. I didn't realize it was a problem. I would kill for 9 a.m. classes. Me too. Oh my God, can you imagine? Can you imagine? You would have even gotten a little, like a study a little bit more before school. That's what I always hated, when you had like a test first period or second period and you didn't get like an extra time, a little bit extra time before school started, just like review notes, look over something. You had to do it all like the night before, unless you just didn't want to pay attention in class or whatever and to like study. But I avoided 8 a.m.s whenever possible. I only had it that one semester and I got to avoid them all the rest. Now, I had to do like 9:30s, but like 9:30s is better than 8 a.m.s. I will admit. I will admit such. So WWE Sunday Stunner, November 19th, Michigan. You gonna go? Probably not. I can't justify driving an hour and a half there and back. Both ways is an hour and a half. If it ends at 11, I'm not going to be home till like, depending on traffic, I'm going to be home till like 1 a.m. almost. It'll be late. Granted, I got home from SummerSlam at 1 a.m. because it ended after midnight. And it's about 30 minutes from Detroit to my house. So, with traffic, we were back around like 1, but probably not going to that. It's okay, don't tell Mom. I won't. Don't worry. Why has there been one cave in the game that Pokemon show wild that is great for shiny hunting? I don't know. They made Feebas hunting in this game super easy because you can get it in outbreaks now. In that one little cave. I say easy, like Feebas isn't like already like pretty hard to just randomly get in an outbreak, but like, you know what I mean. I got home at like 2 a.m. from a football game because I went into overtime. Was it the Detroit game yesterday? Wait, no, you don't live in Seattle. Never mind. Redact that statement. You just root for Seattle. Redacted, 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 redacted. Wish I could stay longer, but I gotta go see it. But I appreciate you stopping by, Abacreamy. It means a lot to me. I appreciate you, gamer. Have a great rest of your day. And remember, gamers, to hit the like button on the stream if you haven't done so already. We're at 13 likes, but can we hit 20 likes by the time this stream ends? Do you think we could do that? I think we can. But do you think we can? It was Seattle versus my hometown in 2021. Oh! Battle of the hometowns. This outbreak is still not over. Hello? This is for 2.0. It's on this one sliver of cliff, and then everything else spawns except for it. A reset. Now, Logan, I will say, if WWE was gonna do like SummerSlam that Sunday to the 19th, or not did I say SummerSlam in the middle of November? I didn't say that. Survivor Series, November 19th. Maybe I could swing something. Swing something there. But they would never do SummerSlam and Survivor Series back to back in the same major city. So, RIP. I was like these streams where there's barely any people since I get noticed. Well, I try to notice everyone regardless of how many people are here. Doesn't matter if it's like 150 that day we had last week when the DLC dropped and we were going wild. It doesn't matter if it's today where it's a little bit more low-key, back to normal. Or just like a handful of people in chat. I like to acknowledge every person. Survivor Series is in Chicago, Illinois. Okay, so if I complain about going an hour and a half to a wrestling event in Michigan, I'm now driving 5 hours to Chicago. I'll rule that one out. I will rule out Survivor Series this year. I also noticed they're not advertising as War Games, so they're not doing that one again. Which honestly, I mean, it was fun last year, but I can't imagine that being an every year thing. I very much like that that War Games concept being used on special occasion, like Hell in a Cell is now that there's no longer a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Makes it more special. Boop, boop. I'm like, please God, no. Is it bad just for chaos purposes? I just want to see what would happen if he came back. Like, just from an outside perspective, right? I just want to know what goes down. How badly does everything turn into like a ball of flames the second he comes back to the company? I just want to know. Is that too bad or too much to ask for? Or a little science experiment? How many weeks will CM Punk last in the WWE before he has a meltdown? Hey, but hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Listen, all I'm saying is that if CM Punk ever does get back on good terms with WWE, that will mean that AJ Lee will also be likely back on good terms with WWE. They can A, acknowledge her existence and her part in history since they just kind of erased her from history because they're petty like that. And B, we can see her return because she's my #1 most wanted return. She is my most wanted Royal Rumble surprise return. And I honestly don't even know if she'll ever return to the Royal Rumble because the fact that she had a neck injury. However, it has been close to 10 years. Which is crazy to think about. Can you believe that? She retired in March of 2015. But a wee lad I was. I want Dean Ambrose back. I'll pass. He can go stick pencils in his forehead and somewhere else. I don't need to watch that. Personally, I will pass on that man. If he decides not to stick pencils in his forehead anymore and would like to just not bleed every 2 seconds on purpose for the sake of wrestling, sure, he can come back. I'll be down with that. But if he wants to continue doing that, I'll pass. Don't need to see any of that. I didn't know he knew that, so that sounded out of context. Yeah, so there's this wrestler who just kind of likes to bleed a lot. And for those who don't know, most of the time in wrestling matches, blood is real blood, but they use a little blade to cut themselves open. Other times, the only time where blood is real is where someone like breaks their nose, chips a tooth, black eye, whatever have you, that they're bleeding on accident, which happens. But for intentional bleeding, this is a man who literally just like does his like favorite thing apparently is just every single week on TV he just bleeds. He'll just like cut himself open when no one's looking, and he'll all of a sudden be just profusely bleeding on like a typical Wednesday. And he just so happened to shove pencils or something like that in his forehead a few weeks ago at a pay-per-view. It is nasty. It is every bit as nasty as it sounds. You don't want to look at it. I didn't want to look at it, but here I am on Twitter and it's being subjected to me. I do the same thing, but every month instead of every week. Ah, yes. On the calendar. On the calendar. Now, I heard this debate, chat. I heard this debate. Now, would you be personally offended? Would you be personally offended if you, if a loved one of yours wrote down things on their calendar to remind themselves about you? So they would remind themselves, hey, spouse and or friend had a loss in the family on this day 3 years ago. Let me put that on my calendar and remind them thinking about you. Or, hey, this person needs to remind themselves to mail themselves their thing to Grandpappy, and they need to do it on this day. So let me put that on my calendar to remind them. Would be trigger. So I wouldn't depend on what. So the context behind this is that this lady is mad at her husband for writing down events about her on his calendar to remind himself to ask himself about her. So he wanted to know, like, oh, she has an event on this day. He put it on his calendar that she has an event on that day so he can remind himself to ask her about how that said event went. And she's mad at him for having to need a calendar to remind himself of those things. So that is the moral dilemma that the current debate is. Would you be mad if someone used a calendar to remind themselves about things, to talk to you about? They could not remember on their own. So they needed a physical calendar on their phone, calendar, whatever. Just get 2 calendars. I mean, you could just use one calendar and just use on your calendar. You just put down, yeah, this is so-and-so's birthday, reminder. Also, this Mighty Anna outbreak's done. I don't know how long it's been done, but I've been roaming here for a hot minute. Oopsies. See, I wouldn't be personally offended if someone used a calendar to just be like, oh my god, Razor's great aunt died a year ago today. Let's check in on him. See, usually remember things about other people without a reminder. Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good question. I did not get the lore on that one. All I saw was the debate. I did not see the extra detail. That's a good question. We must follow up. Does he need a calendar for other people or just a spouse? Can he not remember anything about his spouse? Is he just being bad? What's he doing? What is he doing? I could have sworn I just reset this, but apparently I didn't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I remember birthdays of like those very closest around me. If you were to ask me what would be a good example for this? You know what? I'm not gonna lie. If you were to ask me what day my cousin's birthday was, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't know my cousin's birthday. I'm sorry. We ain't close like that. I only have one cousin, or no, technically 2 cousins that are my age, but they live across the country, and all my other cousins are way older with me. And they live out of state, so I just never celebrated their birthdays or anything, so I have no clue. But if they're a forgetful person, I'd rather that... See, that's what the argument was. They're like, well, he's just being thoughtful. He just wants to make sure he remembers. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. But then you bring the point, does he have that problem with other people, or is it just his lady friend? And if it's just his lady friend, then I must call out red flag alert. Which, I mean, he can remember someone else's birthday, but he can't remember your birthday? But if it's like, see, a me situation, how many times do I say, oh, I need to remember to do this. I need to remember to do this. Oh, let me write a post-it note for this. See, I need post-it notes to remind myself of things because I have forgetfulness. A great little thing called forgetfulness. But I also hyperfixate on things. So, like, if I remember someone's birthday's coming up, I will drill it into my brain. That's coming up. Like, I know a friend's birthday's coming up on the 22nd, so I have that drilled in my brain that's occurring on said date. I don't need a calendar for that, because I have just been like, oh, remember the day, remember the day, remember the day. Got it. I've got it. But, like, my great-great-grandpappy who lives in Oklahoma, sorry, don't know that person. Don't know their birthday. Blake, welcome in. How are you? Do I have 2 Gligar outbreaks? I had 2 Gligar outbreaks the other day. Not 2 Gligar outbreaks, but 2 outbreaks of the same thing. I forgot what it was. Wait, where's the second Gligar? Aww. Or are you saying you have a Gligar outbreak? Or am I just missing said Gligar altogether? I think I'm just missing said Gligar altogether. Oh, you saw Corfish. Oh, Lamau. Corfish. How's your luck been? For everything I'm hunting for, not good. For everything I'm not hunting for, great. I got 4 full-out shinies the other day and one in less than an hour from each other. That's correct. Full-outs with charm, just running around. 4 of them showed up. Now every outbreak I did, nothing. Didn't get anything. Not a thing from anything I actually wanted. But don't you worry. I had a shiny coughing show up. Don't you worry. Alert the presses another day. When I say I will forget something, I remember till the end of time. While I say I will remember something, I forget it. That sounds like a me thing, honestly. That actually sounds like a me thing. What? Wait, what have you gotten, Blake? I'm intrigued. Tell me. Tell me. Who have you gotten? What were your shinies? And can you tell this Bellsprout that I'm currently hunting to shine for me? I think Bellsprout would be pretty cool. Who are you people? Are you trainers? I think they're trainers. I don't want to bother with them. Victory Bell's a great subtle shiny. You know what? Who's shiny? Okay. Granted, Sawaddle doesn't have the greatest shiny. Oh, crap. I actually transferred Sawaddle, didn't I? Okay, yeah, I put him in home. Never mind. I can't show you. Oopsies. Anyways, Sawaddle shiny in this game was actually very noticeable, and I was very surprised. Like, I spotted it. I was just doing the Sawaddles, and it's very teeny tiny, but it was such a distinct green. I was like, I can see that over the grass. So that was very helpful. I don't remember what Victor Bell's shiny looks like off the top of my head. Leavanny is not the same way, though. Leavanny shiny, I haven't seen it, what it looks like in this game, but I know what Leavanny shiny looks like. And it's just yellow. Nivea, welcome in.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
How are you doing today, friendo? Just found the first of many shiny Dunsparce. Oh, you already found a shiny, and I have yet to find a single shiny. So it's a race then. Start off great with shiny Feebas and 20 eggs, then a full outs Persian, then a Psyduck, and then yesterday 2 shiny authentic Sinistes and 1 phony. Oh, yippee for the authentics. I mean, chat, I don't know if you saw on my map. However, there is a certain little friend. Siri, I'm not talking to you. Don't. Siri just summoned herself. There's a certain little friend that has appeared on my screen. So, authentic, perhaps? We could hunt. Kind of got a headache, but I'm leaving work, so that's good. I'm sorry you have a headache. I had a really bad headache the other day, too. Get some rest. I'm so glad you're leaving work. Run! Run! The sooner you run, the sooner you'll get home to puppies and the cats and the couch and the blankies and just pure serotonin. As I say, wrapped in a blankie. In pure serotonin. Very excited to stream and to get home today. That was me. I'm so glad Bellsprout made it back. Chat, where are my Bellsprout lovers at? Who here loves Bellsprout? Never talked about enough, in my opinion. I want to share some love to Bellsprout today. Victory Bell is my favorite grass type from Gen 1. Better than Venusaur. Better than Bloom. Vileplume. Although I do really like Vileplume, but I do like Victory Bell more. Yo, Hannah Blue, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Nice to see you. I welcome you in. I hope your Monday is magical. Or if it's Tuesday and you're in the future because of time zones, I hope your Tuesday is off to a terrific start. You either get a magnificent magical Monday or a terrific Tuesday. You pick. I prefer Oddish. Well, what is your reasoning for Oddish then, might I ask? I mean, I also like Oddish too, but I think Bellsprout's such a friend for me. So derpy. And it's probably one. I guess I could draw Oddish really easy, but if I were to draw, I could draw a Bellsprout. Ask me to draw a Poochyena, not happening. Bellsprout though, I got you. I'm gonna give you a Picasso piece of artwork when I draw Bellsprout. Me drawing Poochyena will be about at preschooler level. That's why digital art is so much more fun for me than physical art. Although I'm not gonna lie to you, coloring is very fun. I don't care what anyone says. Coloring as an adult is very therapeutic, and I'm very glad that there are scientific studies that prove that now. That people can go to Target, buy an adult coloring book, and have everyone mind their own business. Let me color in peace. But digital art's so fun. It's very therapeutic. I think the pain from my wisdom tooth removal is finally going down, so I'm so sick of taking pain meds. This is probably not a good time, but this is the only time I could say it. But I was not born with a single wisdom tooth. There's not 1, 2, 3, or 4 wisdom tooths or teeth in my mouth. They just do not exist. I'm part of the rare few, the rare statistic, born without a wisdom tooth. I'm so glad that you're feeling better, though. My sister got that, and now, I don't know if my sister's still here, but I wanted my mom to record my sister when she got her wisdom tooth taken out, because I had already known at that point that I did not have any wisdom teeth, so I was never going to go through that experience and never get recorded or be goofy with my wisdom teeth. So I wanted my mom to do it, and my sister was on board with it too. And then my mom decided, oh, you are still here. My mom decided not to record my sister because she was like so like out of it, sick, that I never got to see like what it was like. I never got the video evidence, and I can't go through it because I don't have the teeth for them to yank out. I guess I just have to stick with my creepy dentist story of the man singing to me as he ripped out a tooth. And my sister knows exactly what dentist man I'm referring to when I say creepy dentist man. I don't even know if she knows the story about him singing to me, but I know Dad does, but that was also because Dad took me to get my tooth yanked out. Just the saddest thing you ever. I know. I want. Why couldn't you have just not been all a mess? Why? Why couldn't you have just been fine for Mom to record and be fun and give us a giggle? Family home videos. He's the creepiest. Chat, thank you. I have a vouch at this point. Every time I tell you about that story that the dentist sang to me as he ripped out my tooth, there's a backing opinion saying that he is the creepiest man ever. Thank you. Good night, tooth. Good night, tooth. Good night, tooth. It's time for you to go. See, I remember the entire song, even though I was high out of my mind as he was ripping the tooth out. Now, why was he singing to me at 7:15 a.m.? We'll never know. Meg, welcome in. Meg. How you doing today? What's poppin'? What's shellacking? What's new with you? That's pretty weird. I'm glad at least you didn't have a wisdom tooth story like that, Hannah, where your doctor sang to you. A positive thumbs up to that, eh? The little victories, we'll take them. Da 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 da. Meg, I think they're just being kind and saying hello. Do 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 do. And get that. And is this Bellsprout thing almost over? I have not seen the alert that this is almost over. We could be here for 8 more years. We'll never know. Bellsprout? 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 Oh my god, she's insane. I love that TikTok sound. Oh my God, she's insane. Taylor Swift content on TikTok is truly unrivaled. Bellsprout? Did I miss him? Did I miss the sprout of bells? You say Bellsprout with exclamation point. It makes me think I missed it. All right, I did not see it. No, LOL. Oh. See, sometime anyone shouts the Pokemon I'm hunting for in chat, either all caps or exclamation point, I'm like, did I miss the shiny? Hello? Alert, alert the presence? Then I find out, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Crap, I need to run to Target after stream 2. I forgot that. I'm going to see the Swift movie soon. Oh, I'm going to that too, but not soon. I'm going one of the last weekends that it's actually in theaters. But I already have my tickets. Now, what is your opinion, sister? Are you going with the anticipation of going into a concert and you will be singing along and having a good time? Thank you, Bri. Having a good time? Or are you going into the experience like, this is a movie, I'm going to eat my popcorn, I'm going to be in silence and watch it? Because apparently there is a very, 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 very heated debate that I was not aware of until recently, where people are literally like pissed either way. Whatever, no matter what side you pick on the Taylor Swift side, they're mad at you because you're either going to the movie and you're not singing along and you're not truly living up like the concert experience like Taylor wants, or if you just sit there and sit in silence, or no, I just said that. So if you sit there in silence and don't sing, you're not doing the Taylor experience. But if you just sing there, then are you disrupting the movie going experience for people who just want to sit there? So how can you not? That's what I'm thinking. Like, how do you go to a concert movie and don't go to it like fully preparing to sing and like have a good time? But then again, I also see the other part where it's like, oh, you're going to an actual movie theater, like you're in a movie seat, so it might be kind of weird, but I don't know. Fingers crossed the theater's empty and we just have an entire jam session. That would be lit. I'll never forget. I went to see Insidious Chapter 2 when I was in high school. I think it was rated R, so don't ask me how I got in. Oh wait, no, I was 17, so that's how I got in. But I saw Insidious Chapter 2 in theaters, and we went in the middle of summer. And it was a completely empty theater. It was also like the theater that went out of business like a few years later, so no one ever went there. So it was, did I say Insidious Chapter 2? No, I'm sorry, I meant Sinister. Sorry. If I was in, I think Insidious 2 came out in like 2012 or something like that. If I was in a rated R movie in 2012, you need to alert my parents because I should not have been there. So Sinister Part 2, yeah, I saw that one in a completely empty theater, and it was like probably one of the best movie experiences I've ever been to because we could just, it was an awful movie, chat. Literal awful movie. One of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. But it was great because we were in an empty movie theater. We could be loud as we want, and we could just chit chat and have fun while we watched the movie. Not one person to care about being silent for. It was awesome. Where am I going? I'm just attacking Pokemon that I'm not even hunting for. I need to do Corphish, which is down here. It's in a movie that, yeah, so the Taylor Swift concert experience, the Eras Tour, the movie, is being played in movie theaters for only on weekends, might I add. It is not an everyday thing. It's only on weekends for a month. So it's a very limited release in theaters. So they're playing it in theaters, yeah. So people are like having a debate if they're going concert mode or movie theater mode. I would prefer to go concert mode, to be honest with you. So I didn't get to go to the concert, which is saddening. It would be kind of fun. When I went to see Sinister with a friend, people yelled at us for talking during the commercials. The commercials? I hate to say it. I'm so sorry to all moviegoers out there. I still have my phone out during the commercials. I don't silence my cell phone. Hold my applause until I know that that movie is playing. Sorry, sometimes I don't care about the previews. Plus, people are still coming in by the time that previews are going off. People are still coming into the theater. So they're yelling at you. They're yelling at you for talking while people are shimmying their way in. How dare they? Me busting out and chanting, it was enchanting to meet you. They really said, don't speak now. Taylor's version. Didn't they? How dare they? Shiny Hisui and Zorua. Congratulations, Hannah. Most goated shiny. I have one on my shiny only team for the DLC here. Actually, it's a Zoroark now because I evolved it. But same thing, Imabara. Please don't be in love with someone else. Please don't have somebody waiting on you. Corfish, you know you want to shine for me. Do you like extra butter on popcorn in movie? No, I'll just take the regular amount of butter. I do like extra salt though. So if I go to the movie, well, I guess my sister also likes extra salt, so it's not a problem when I go to movies with her. But if I go to movies with someone not named my sister, then I have to get like a separate popcorn, or I have to get like a little mini cup of salt so I can like salt it myself, because no one I know likes salted popcorn like excessively salty. Meanwhile, I like my popcorn excessively salty. So I like to dump that crap on. I'd also like it noted, because I've discovered lore. When I was on DoorDash the other day, apparently near me, and I took a screenshot of it, you can DoorDash from Spirit Halloween, and you can also DoorDash from Tractor Supply Co., which raised many questions, as you can presume, as why and what someone could be DoorDashing from Tractor Supply Co. for. But I digress, that's not the point. My question is, why does DoorDash, at least near me, not have any movie theaters that you can DoorDash from and DoorDash some popcorn? Because I would totally DoorDash some movie theater popcorn to go. That sounds delish. You can DoorDash your Halloween costume. I have the app. I can't show you the screenshot because it has my it has my literal dress on there, thanks to DoorDash. However, here's the thing. And here's the real big part that we're still confused about. And by we, I mean me. Here's the thing. Tractor Supply Co. delivers until 8:40 a.m. Not starts delivering at 8:40 a.m. It stops delivering at 8:40 a.m. Spirit Halloween, they stop delivery at 11:30 a.m. Which is leading to me so many more questions, right? This just unpacks everything to an even bigger degree that I didn't know we need to go down. Leading my next follow-up question. Who at 3:40 a.m.? Who at 3:40 a.m. is like, I need something from the Tractor Supply Corps. I need, Tractor Supply Co. I need to DoorDash this immediately. And why do they, what time do they start? That's my question. That's my question. I'm looking at it right now, and it says accepts delivery orders until 8:40 a.m. So they're clearly accepting it right now, as is Spirit Halloween. But I'm just so confused. Who's ordering a Halloween costume in the middle of the night? What DoorDasher is going to pick up a Halloween costume for someone in the middle of the night? What is occurring here in the state of South Carolina on my DoorDash app? What kind of snacks can you even get from Tractor Supply Co? Because I know, I mean, I can buy stuff here. I'm on DoorDash right now because I was looking at it. Dollar General, 7-Eleven, gas station, Walgreens, a bunch of like quickie drugstore marts and stuff like that. Maybe that's why it falls into that category where it just has like, you can get candy here. Yo, Captain Papa Tom, welcome to the stream. Oh boy, there I am. Oh no, not there I am. Oh boy, 3 a.m. What I learned in Bodhi school today is you can order Tractor Supply Co. stuff at 3:40 a.m. They have candy and jerky. Oh, chat. You know what? For the meme one day, I'll make it a goal. I will DoorDash something from Tractor Supply Co. if we ever hit like a funny goal one day on stream. I'll make that promise. What was the goal be? When will this happen? I don't know. I don't know. Will I forget about it tomorrow? Yes. But you know what? If someone does remember in 3 months that I said I would order something off Tractor Supply Co. from DoorDash, we can cook something up. We can get something cooking. But how's your day, hello, Tom? Nice to see you. How have you been? Where do Spirit Halloween places come from? They literally just pop up overnight. I kid you not. I don't know how they do it. It has to be some sort of front for money laundering, like mattress places. They take over and then they take over abandoned stores, and then they just miraculously like open up overnight and put up their. So my guess is that they don't put their sign up until they officially open. So it just looks like an abandoned place, and then it's like, surprise, Spirit Halloween's here. Eating raw cookie dough and fish. That sounds like a trip to the bathroom. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if I would I'd advise eating those things together. Personally. I remember I found out when I was a kid that raw cookie dough was bad for you, and I would go to the fridge and sneak a piece of raw cookie dough. But I knew I would have to stop at like 3 because I didn't want to like die, and I was convinced I would die if I would have too much. But I tested the limits. Not my wisest decision. Honestly, if you had asked me before, should I eat cookie dough and fish together, I would have told you that. You should just come ask me. I would have been your guiding light on this, and I got that nipped in the bud right away. Contains raw egg. So I used to eat a lot of cookie dough. Oopsies. If why bad, why good? If so bad, why so good? I just have questions. One time, Marissa and I made a box of brownie batter just to eat. I mean, I've had brownie batter too. Brownie batter is kind of good, I'm not gonna lie. Although I can't have too much brownie batter though, because I have felt the effects of that one. I get very lightheaded. And I would assume that was from the raw egg. If I were to take any guesses, the raw egg is doing it. We're swimming, 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 swimming. We're near 20 likes. We are! Is there anybody who hasn't hit the like button on stream already that can get us over to our like goal? It's time to do this. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, 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 gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, 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 gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, 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 gotta go, gotta go. Nightbot, your timing is... Nightbot knows. He knows. I know something you don't. I know something you will never know. Warfish, I don't have your shiny. Don't you want to shine for me? I want to add you to my collection. You know what I was thinking about yesterday? And this is going back to the topic of AWA, but it's kind of on the topic of anime also. So if you like anime, I guess that makes sense. A year ago, this time, the only animes I had seen were Dragon Ball and Pokemon. Now, a year later, a month away from AWA, Noel, welcome to the stream, and Tyrese, welcome to the stream. Hello to the both of you. We don't do trades in chat, but if you want to join our Discord server, Noel, feel free to do so, because you can ask for trades in there. Someone might be able to help out. But anyways, now a year later, I have seen 100 plus episodes of One Piece, My Hero Academia, Dragon Ball, all of Dragon Ball, yeah, right? I rewatched Super last year. I've seen my first Studio Ghibli movie. And I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like there's an anime or something on there that I'm missing, but no, actually, no, there isn't. So, but needless to say, I've doubled my anime consumption in a year. So next year, we'll double it again. And I'm officially on the board. I'm gonna explain anime to everyone who cares to listen to me, until I'm blue in the face. Because if I can try to explain to you why it's not a cartoon, it's an anime, animated, and why cartoons are different from anime, I'm going to make it my life's mission. I'm going to make it my life's mission. Because I'm watching One Piece, I've watched My Hero. Shit gets you in the field. I'm sorry for my language. I'm sorry, but these shows really hit you. They know what to do in Japan to really hit you in the feels and get you feeling some type of sad way, happy way. They can do it all. I don't know what they're doing. Are cartoons not animated? No, cartoons are animated. I mean, like, cartoons and anime are not the same thing. I know your only experience to anime is Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon from what I've watched at home and what you watched with me, but technically they're different. Hello, Vandy, welcome to the stream. Anime, not cartoon, exactly. So Ed, Edd n Eddy is not the same as Dragon Ball Z is what I'm trying to say. SpongeBob does not equal the One Piece. What was Code Lyoko? Code Lyoko, oh my God, you had to ask about Code Lyoko. It is very, it's convoluted because it's convoluted because it's whatchamacallit. Complicated because it was not made in Japan, it was made in France. Yet it has so many characteristics of an anime that it can't be considered an anime because it wasn't made in Japan. But it's not a cartoon because the art style and the way it pacing and plot and all that it's convoluted, it's a mess. Yes, anime is exclusive to Japan. At least to my knowledge. At least I've seen people who have called people out for saying that something that came out of Europe wasn't considered anime. Or they've called it European anime. But I don't know anyone who really calls it European anime, to be honest. Oh, my Corfish outbreak's done. How long is that? Chat, will I ever notice today? Operation Me notice one single outbreak that ends on my own. Avatar is a cartoon. Yeah, do you remember that TV show Avatar with the bald kid with the arrow on his head? And they had fire and water and all that on Nickelodeon? That show. Everyone considers that to be, or everyone calls that an anime. However, that is not an anime. Because it was not made in Japan. It is a cartoon by definition. See what I mean by it's complicated? European anime is real? I mean, Code Lyoko exists, so if you want your fill of European anime, if that's even a thing people call it, then sure. Dragon Ball, yeah, Dragon Ball's Japanese. Mm-hmm. Favorite Pokemon is Sceptile. Big Sceptile fan. I went way too far away from where the outbreak actually is. Okay, let's go try to get an authentic Poltergeist. And don't ask me to say its evolution's name because I can't say it. It's too hard. I'd like to make a formal petition that in every Pokedex entry, it comes with a pronunciation guide. I would like official pronunciation guides from the Pokemon Company. Sinistcha, can't say its name to save my life. they want to say the last Airbender is anime, then the Boondocks is anime. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll be the first one to say. I'm gonna be the first one to say, Avatar's not an anime. My hottest take, though, is thinking that Avatar's bad. I'm sorry, I am so bored by that show. I never liked it as a kid, and then when it came onto Netflix a few years ago, and I tried to watch it because everyone's like, oh my god, Netflix is on, Netflix. Avatar's on Netflix, oh my god, I'm rewatching it. I was so bored out of my mind. Couldn't even get past the first season. And I know, oh my god, it gets so good at season 3. There's just some shows I'm willing to sit through and get to that part. Avatar was not that show. I hate to say it. Also, bye, sister. See you later. Me with One Piece. That's so we're just opposites. I like the One Piece. I hate the Avatar. You hate the One Piece, but you like the Avatar. Anime is highly animated and not made in Japan. Cartoon is not highly animated and not made in Japan. That was so many words. I don't even know what I just read out loud. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm sure that makes sense. I'm just gonna smile and nod. What was your favorite childhood show? Oh, okay. Favorite childhood show. Okay, do you want my favorite childhood show of all time? Because technically my favorite show of all time is a favorite childhood show. Or do you just want like what I liked watching as I was a kid? Like whatever be on TV? Because if you're talking about whatever be on TV, you would honestly hit me up with anything on Cartoon Network, I was watching it. I was watching Powerpuff Girls. Those was Dexter's. Ed Nettie was my favorite of all time on Cartoon Network. Courage. As a fetus. Oh, as a fetus then, it would be Ed Nettie. Absolute go-to Cartoon Network show. Ironically, my favorite show of all time is from Cartoon Network, but it was something that aired several years later and is now no longer owned by Cartoon Network. It's now owned by Disney. The Avatar was hidden for 100 years, and that's not how long it takes to want to find the One Piece. Coincidence? I think not. So, Aang is the One Piece. I'm guessing it's Hannah Montana? No. Nada. I mean, I liked Hannah Montana. Please don't get me wrong. I liked Hannah Montana. That was probably one of my favorite Disney shows. I think Sweet Life of Zack and Cody was still my favorite, but Hannah Montana was up there. No, my favorite show of all time is Star Wars: The Clone Wars, which used to air on Cartoon Network for several years, and then Disney bought Star Wars, and then it got canceled, and then they revived the show for a final season to give it a proper ending, because it never got one, because it was just abruptly canceled when Disney purchased it. So, that's my favorite show ever. I rewatch it at least once a year. To be fair though, Code Lyoko is my second favorite show of all time, and I rewatch that at least once a year as well. That one is also so easy to watch. It's free on YouTube. It's also on Netflix now too, which is even better. They have the entire Code Lyoko show on their YouTube account because the company that made it went bankrupt years ago, so they got to make that extra coin somehow. What about SpongeBob? Oh, I love SpongeBob. Love it. Can't say it's my favorite though. I will say I can watch SpongeBob at any time. There's never a bad time for SpongeBob in my opinion. So, while it's not my favorite, if you were to throw on SpongeBob at this very moment right now, I'd watch it. I would not decline. I was also traumatized by A Land Before Time. I remember one of my earliest memories is being at daycare and the daycare lady getting so pissed at all of us, 3-year-olds, mind you, that she just made us go upstairs and watch it, and we weren't being watched. We just watched a movie. I mean, we all behaved, but she just gave up for the day. She's like, I'm so done with this. Yo, Nightmare, welcome to the stream. Where did you go to daycare? Because I went to daycare in a old lady who was a neighbor's basement. That's where I went to daycare. Anyone having traumatic daycare stories? Because that day she was not happy with us. She just yanked us upstairs. She's like, "You guys can stay here. I am going to wherever I'm going in my own house." It was like daddy daycare, IRL. Except the lady was not a daddy and she was grumpy all the time. I guess it wasn't like that, but on paper, maybe? I don't know. Rats on your shiny flight, Coco. My grandmother was a daycare teacher before she retired, which is why she had those sad movies. I mean, my sister's teacher too, but to be honest with you, everything is on streaming now, so I don't really need DVDs or old stuff to have on queue when you can just queue it up whenever. Kitakami Ogre Clan. You know, if I did any of the DLC story, I would know what the Kitakami Ogre Clan is, but I don't really feel like it. I don't really feel like it. I have a lot of the Scooby-Doo stuff on DVD. I think I have Cyber Chase on DVD. I know I have other ones on DVD too. I don't think I have any of them on VHS. I still have the Rugrats in Paris VHS, the one that came in orange. That's somewhere at my house. I can't remember, but I remember when my brother and I were younger, a random stranger dressed up like a kangaroo and was so confused, and I was like, huh? Wait, we gotta take this like 3 steps backwards. Was this for Halloween? Was this a random man who came to your front door? I have so many follow-up questions that I'm left almost concerned in a way about the kangaroo man. Come here, Poltergeist. I will not lie to you, I won't know what this thing shiny looks like until my Pokemon won't attack it, and that's how I'll know. It was a random person, and it wasn't for Halloween. That sounds like a quick little call to the Popo, if I ever saw one. You know what that kind of reminds me of in a creepy way? The clowns. Remember when the clowns were on the loose and everyone was dressing up like killer clowns out there? Kind of reminds me of that, but that person kind of like went in a different route and said, "Good day, mate," and went Australian on us and just dressed up as a kangaroo. A killer kangaroo? Maybe. Killer kangaroo, chat. Get it trending. Actually, don't get it trending because we don't need any more nightmares and horrors in 2023. We already have enough. Please don't remind me I hate clowns. I know I've said this before, and for those who've heard it, probably have heard it ad nauseum. I don't hate clowns. The only clown that ever bothered me was Pennywise. And maybe that was more so because he just ripped off a kid's arm in the first 3 minutes of the movie. That I was like, oh my God. Oh my God, wait, I wasn't ready. And I was not ready to witness Georgie get his arm ripped off. But I don't really have a problem with clowns. Wait, what? Yeah, Pennywise the clown in the movie It Chapter 1 that came out however many years ago. First 5 minutes of the movie, little Georgie gets his arm ripped off. Not even ripped off, bitten off. I'll give you even one better. And I, having never seen anything It related, just knowing, oh, scary clown movie, let's go watch this, was not really what I was expecting in the first 5 minutes of the movie. I was quite startled, one could say. I'm a fool up in my mouth. That was me, literally. That was literally me. Absolutely nasty. Wouldn't recommend it. Unless you like horror movies, in which case you might like that stuff, so have at it. I never saw the I saw part of the sequel. I'm sorry, the sequel was almost, I swear to God, I think it was almost 3 hours. It was way too long for a horror movie. Horror movies need to be short, sweet, to the point. That's what I like about horror movies. They're never exceptionally long. You know, they've got the ghost, they've got the crime scene, they got to solve the ghost scary case, and then boom, day is saved. Yippee. And also have nightmares thanks to Razor. I'm sorry. Sorry, Georgie. Sorry about your arm, Georgie. You didn't need that arm for anything, did you, Georgie? Or they end up dead. You know what? Considering it's a horror movie, it could really end up like that too. Every character that you meet in that entire movie could die at the end. I'll give you a name. Chernobyl Diaries. Sorry, there's your spoiler alert. But if you were going to watch Chernobyl Diaries, I have questions for you. Because it's such a bad horror movie. It's my favorite bad horror movie, but I still have questions for you if you want to watch it, because it's awful. Every character you meet in that entire movie dies. At some point or another, they get killed off. So don't get attached to anyone. They're not here for the long haul. And that's another horror movie trope. It's Final Destination, but it's not meant to be Final Destination. They just so happen to all get killed off in one interesting way or another. And that's not even the point of the entire movie. The point of the entire movie is them trying to escape, but in their attempts to escape, they all die. Just one by one. It's never together. It's always one by one. They each go off. They each get picked off, like they're just flicked off the screen. Your time to go. Your time to go. Screen time. Gone. No, what if I told you, Void, that even the main characters in this movie die? Even they're dead. They're gone. Don't get attached to them. They're eaten by zombie hybrid radioactive monsters. I still don't even know what the if I'm being perfectly honest with you, I don't even know what the monster at the end of the movie really truly was. They were in Chernobyl, which was the site of a nuclear disaster. So you'd think radioactive, but then the things that were attacking them were zombie-looking things. But they weren't zombies because they had them in a laboratory at the end, and then they fed the girl at the end of the movie because she was their survivor and she couldn't expose their secrets. So they just kind of threw her into the room with the zombies and they ate her. But they weren't zombies, so it's a whole mess. It's an awful movie. Absolutely awful movie. It is probably one of the worst movies out there. I wonder if it's still on Netflix. I know I watched it on Netflix a few years ago. Like I said, it's my favorite bad horror movie. It's awful. But it's so good, it's bad. Or it's so bad, it's good. Wolf Howler, welcome to the stream. I'm doing great, thank you for asking. Chernobyl Diaries? Yeah, have you seen it? OMG, please tell me you've seen it. Can you please vouch for the fact that this is one of the most one of the most awful horror movies ever, but it's so bad, it's so good. No, my poltergeist outbreak is over. Bro. Crying. Even when the sun don't down. Got faith in you and I. Alrighty, gamers. I have to wrap up the stream here because we are about to hit the 2-hour point, and we just ended on an outbreak that we did not get a shiny for. So this is the perfect spot to end at. Oh, there's an alternate. Hold up, Hannah. I'm researching this immediately after stream. Thank you for that. I did not know there's an alternate ending. That's kind of cool. All right, I'm gonna wrap up the stream here. I will be live again tomorrow for more fun festivities in the shiny hunting verse. But until then, everyone, have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.